Let's take a look at this GRE geometry question. We're told that k is an integer for which 1 over 2 to the power of 1 minus k is less than 1 over 8. And we want to know what's greater, k or negative 2. Now, when I have these quantitative comparison questions that ask me to compare an unknown value to a very particular number, k to negative 2, I usually like to start by testing this number out, because usually that number has some significance, as it does in this case. We'll see. Right? So what happens if k is negative 2? K could totally be negative 2, right? The only restriction here is that k has to be an integer. So if k is negative 2, then I get 1 over 2 to the power of 1 minus negative 2, so that's plus 2, is less than 1 over 8. Now 1 plus 2 is 3, so that's 2 to the power of 3. So 1 over 2 to the power of 3 is 1 over 8. Less than 1 over 8? Well, that can't be the case, right? That's not a true statement. 1/8 is not less than 1/8. And so that means that these two quantities cannot be equal to each other. The question then becomes, well, does k have to be less than or greater than negative 2? And if we test a few more, we'll see. If we go further negative than negative 2, so if we go below negative 2 and try negative 3, for instance, then this denominator gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Because it's going to be 2 to the power of 1 minus negative 3, so 1 plus 3, so 2 to the power of 4. And that's 1 over 16, which is indeed less than 1 over 8. And the same thing's true if we try negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. The more negative we get with these numbers, the smaller this denominator becomes, and therefore, the bigger this denominator becomes, and therefore this side gets bigger than that side. But if we go above negative 2, so if we go to negative 1 or 0, then we find that this quantity is greater, and that can't be true, right? We need this quantity to remain greater. And therefore, k must be less than negative 2, right? Quantity A must be less than quantity B. So the correct answer here is quantity B. For more GRE tips and tricks, or to sign up for my live online course, follow the link on my profile.